That's a really nice controller. When is that coming out, huh?
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
This is Wolverine. Yep. So it's not Steve Bloom. All right, here we go. Insomniac, what you been cooking?
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just hasn't.
Ah, classic costume.
But I'd be lying.
Oh.
Doesn't matter where I go.
Oh, Japan. Yokohama, dude. Kiryu's right over there.
How far I run.
Oh, dude. Freaking. Oh.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Oh, dude. Some like in time healing factor that we're gonna see. Oh. I wonder if these robot guys are like Weapon X or if they're like, oh, Mystique.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Nice. Fall 2026. Stinger? That looked great. That looked super good, dude.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Yeah. You succeeded. Jesus Christ. This is violent as fuck.
Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey.
Yeah, who did they
a lot
get?
with
He
very
sounded
little
familiar, but I
meat.
didn't recall who it
When
was.
you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both
So we casted
spectrums
Yuri
is
Lowenthal.
something Insomniac,
Just kidding.
ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre. and I
Oh,
play
that
James
is
Gordon
Liam
in Marvel's
McIntyre.
Wolverine.
Good choice.
That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as he applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one
What
of
if
the
they got
greatest
Hugh
honors of
Jackman,
my
though?
life,
Like,
one of
what
the
if they had
biggest
done that?
responsibilities I've ever had,
I'm
and
glad
one
they
of the
didn't,
coolest
but
things
like,
I've ever
what
done.
if?
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity?
We're gonna give 'em
but still
cool
give
gadgets
something
and grenades.
New and fresh the fans are going to be excited about.
The bust a move grenade from Ratchet
It
and
is
Clank
a
returns.
level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop and you can see the breadth of Madripoor in Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and the.
So is it going to be level based, or is it like an open world
Red
game?
Makes an appearance. Mystique is there, and there's some
That
hints to other
transformation
characters that
looks so
fans
good,
of Wolverine
clean.
Will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far.
Nope.
But I am so glad that
If they didn't do that, I would have been pissed.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played, that's a tough job. What's so cool for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try. It was just visceral, immediate, and so incredibly
This looks
satisfying.
really
I was
good.
like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has that sense of urgency and forward movement and rage.
But it does,
and fury,
but it
and
follows the
that's
same
Wolverine.
aesthetic. It's just like
One of the cool
solid
things about
color
Insomniac
and
is
dude
they are
on
probably
front.
the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a
We will
creative
probably play.
collaboration with Insomniac
I'll probably
games
play
and
Wolverine
PlayStation
for the
for
channel.
over a decade
We'll
now.
see.
We've
I
made
can't make
some
any
of the
guarantees
greatest
on
superhero
that.
games
But
of
if
all
we do
time,
play Wolverine
and
for
that
the
was always
channel,
goal,
I'll make sure
making
that I
games
play
that are
both the
timeless.
Spider-Man
I think
games
fans are
leading
gonna be
up to
excited, but I'm
it.
also
So
really
we've got some
excited about
time.
it 'cause I'm really proud of what we made. We are focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
Not
On
both,
behalf of
all
everyone
three
at
Spider-Man
Insomniac
games.
and the Wolverine team.
Oh, that's
especially,
funny.
We want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring.
I like
of
the jacket. Just let me
2026.
wear. Here's the deal. I don't know how I feel about the Wolverine, like the classic Wolverine suit. I don't know how I feel about this suit right now. It looks a little weird. Like it kind of has the MCU problem where it's really like got some clunk to it. Like it's got some padding that really doesn't need there, when I kind of wish it just looked like a skin suit like it does in the comics. Because the thing is Wolverine doesn't really need armor because he just regrows. So to have like a Wolverine suit that has all of like this like padding and weird little lines and rivets in it, I don't know how I feel about that. Like I almost kind of just would prefer if it was just a spandex suit, like a traditional Wolverine costume. And I really hope like that, like the damage done, like there's a real level of like violent and damage done to the suit that sticks around. Maybe they'll go with the kind of what they do with Spider-Man, where it's like as the game progresses, the suit gets more and more dirty, but I don't know. Well, that was exciting. There was actually some pretty okay stuff in there. I don't remember half of it because the Wolverine trailer occupied most of my brain cells during that whole process. And I would like to find the trailer again. Why am I forgetting his name? It's right when I see him, I go, oh, that's... Because my brain wanted to say Crimson Tornado or Whiplash, and neither of those are correct. Omega Red. Omega Red. That's Omega Red. So yeah, I'm guessing... So Omega Red absolutely deserves to be a very high-tier villain in this game. Like, he isn't going to be some low-tier first boss we never see him again fight. Like, he is probably going to be a threat throughout. I don't see him being like the final boss, especially if they're showing him in this trailer. But this confirms to me that more than likely this is Weapon X going after him. The Weapon X team is more than likely the threat.
Longer than I can remember.
Hold on, I gotta go back. I gotta go see the violence.
Longer than I can remember.
Yeah, Liam, you tell him. I almost thought this was the Silver Sables team. Like, I almost thought that that's actually what these were. These were Silver Sablanova's team. He's got that Hugh Jackman growl going.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man.
I hope I can wear the flannel and cowboy hat the whole game. Like maybe on New Game Plus or something, or I can just pick it. Like I hope this game does have just costume selection like Spider-Man does. Just let me have it. It's a comic book game. Let me play with my action figures the way I want to play with them.
But I'd be lying.
Can we? I want to see if I can get a good shot at the eyes. So there isn't something like, so there isn't a lens on the mask, right? Those are his eyes, like darkened. Like, there's a lens over his eyeballs. Like I'm having a hard time understanding. They wanted to go with the white eyes look, and I think that I just don't think it works as well as like how they did it with Spider-Man. I don't really know what I'm looking at when it comes to his eyes. It's a very intricate mask if the mask is giving him those lenses.
Be lying. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is Japan, or it's not probably not Japan. This looks like a very like, yeah, I mean it's Asian. Oh god, what's the bar? Where is Logan's bar? Is it in Madripoor? Is that it? Hold on, I'm doing important nerd work. It is Madripoor. Okay, I was right. Yeah. So there's like a whole sequence here. I'm just getting real Yakuza vibes from this hallway and like fighting dudes.
Where I go.
This so he's building. Okay, so he's building up a combo. Okay, so he pushed a button. He pushed. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down based off of how Spider-Man plays. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. He pushed triangle to dash in. Right?
Where I go.
Combo knocks him out. He then pushed triangle and circle at the same time to do a Batman Arkham execution move, which is what Spider-Man also did.
How far I run. That's always waiting.
The hair, dude. The hair here. The hair looks a little funky in the coat. Wait, I don't think you're supposed to pause here. The snow, dude.
Not for me.
The healing stuff, honestly,
Just not for me.
I'd be curious to see how that's going to look in the final game, because I would almost argue that the healing stuff in the X-Men Origins game might look better. But this game looks so good. Yeah, he's in Cyberpunk. He's fighting Cyberpunk people. A lot of locations, like labs, towns.
'Cause I ain't no hero.
Like, this seems to be a very level-focused game rather than like an open world. There might be like maybe Madripoor's like a hub, and then you select missions and you travel to different places and stuff from there. Yeah, there's something about this suit. There's something about this suit that I'm just not, there's something isn't working. Maybe it's a little too bumpy. I just think it's a little too bumpy. If it was a little bit more onesie, I think I might like it more. And there's something about the eyes that something seems off. Like they were like, we need the eyes to be white, and it's like, I agree, the eyes should be white, but I feel like it was done in a way that if you're really focusing in on it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But maybe I'm just stupid. I am extremely excited for that. Holy shit, I'm excited for that, dude. Okay, so it was pretty decent direct. It was a better presentation than the fucking RGG summit. That was trash. That was so boring. God. But Yakuza Kiwami 3 looks cool. Wolverine looks awesome. I'm ecstatic. I like the Spider-Man games a ton. I think those are phenomenal games. I don't think they do anything necessarily groundbreaking in any of them, really. My PlayStation woke up, so I'm all blue now. I don't think I don't think any of the Spider-Man games do necessarily anything like groundbreakingly amazing. I would make the argument that the best Insomniac game that exists is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, followed by Spider-Man 2 or maybe Spider-Man Miles Morales. One of those two is like right after that. Sunset Overdrive is in there as well, and there's some games for sure. I'm expecting something similar with Wolverine. I think Logan is a very like traumatic character, and I have a lot of history with Wolverine. I think I love Hugh Jackman as the character and stuff, and I grew up with Wolverine, with X-Men, the X-Men cartoon. I've been reading. I think I read more Wolverine than I read Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man's my dude, you know? I mean, I love X-Men. You can see the fucking Nightcrawler behind me. Like, the X-Men are my goddamn thing, man, other than Spider-Man. So I'm ecstatic. I'm really glad that this finally happened. I'm sorry. I feel bad that Insomniac went through all of that leak shit, you know, and there's so much of this game that's out there. I'm curious how much of that's been scrapped at this point, and they've restarted from scratch, which is why this game isn't coming out this year anymore and is coming out the end, like fall of next year. So we have some time. We've got a year until this game comes out. So let's get hype. Like I said, at some point we'll probably be playing at some point on the channel a Spider-Man Miles Morales and a Spider-Man 2 playthrough will be there. I don't know when, but I gotta make room for all of the fucking Yakuza that's gonna come out on the channel at some point, with all of the director's cut coming to PlayStation and shit. So goddamn, got shit to do. I'm excited. Video games.